No blood anymore, nothing. No. Fantastic. So say something to the audience.
Tell him a joke or something. Thanks very much for coming along. We're really proud and pleased to be in Berlin. It's an amazing festival, it's amazing to be part of it.
Yes, thank you very much. It's so exciting to be here. It's been an amazing reception for the film. We couldn't have asked for a better premiere. So thanks very much.
Yeah, just the same really. Just thanks for everyone coming here. I hope you enjoyed the film. And it's really exciting,
yeah, we did. I don't think we, when we were making the film last year, that we thought everyone would be this excited about it. So we're really excited.
You know, everything's been said. It would just be kind of repeating the others. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful to everyone who's come out and you know, made the effort and seen the film and everything. And I'm absolutely delighted with it. I'm just delighted with it, and I hope everyone else is as well. So I'm very proud. We're all very proud. I'd like to do a song.
Okay, this is the next step. Okay, give us some light, please, so that we can see this audience, because it's not only us, it's also you, all of us. Bitte ein bisschen Licht. Bitte ein bisschen Licht. What do you think about a bit more light? Okay, cool, there it is. There's your audience. Look at this. It's a great one. Okay, we'll just open it to the Q&A. Wir fangen direkt an mit dem Publikumsgespräch. Es sind ja noch genug da. Wunderschön. Und we have them here. We also do it in English. So if you have a question in German, just point it in German and we will translate it. But the answers will be in English. I think you are able to understand it. So, there are microphones available, left and right side. If there's a question, raise your hand. There's already one. Was this a question? Otherwise I start with one, because we have two directors and three fantastic actors, and it's a bit of a question about teamwork. So maybe first of all for the actors, did you know each other before the before the shooting, and how did you manage to come so close to each other, as it was the topic of the film, to come close to each other?
No, none of us knew each other before we started filming. We had a few days with Lisa and Glenn of rehearsals, which I think really helped, because by the time we came out to shooting, we were a bit more comfortable with each other, which is quite important. But you don't really get that on film. You sort of turn up and just film it. So it was really nice. It was a nice privilege to have some rehearsal days.
Yeah, well, we had a good solid week and a half, didn't we, before the actual film. So we kind of cooped ourselves up, literally 5 of us, cooped ourselves up in an attic in Belfast for, a solid week and a half, and just went through the script over and over, and just threw ideas out and rehearsed, and basically did the film through in a small room, so that there were no surprises on the day, and that was brilliant. That was just, it was like a wake-up call, and that's a huge reason, I think, why the film is so well thought out, and so why we all look so close and friendly. Not really. But no, I think that was the main reason,
Yeah, it was just the same really. It was just mainly that week. It was really where we sort of met each other and really did sort of help. And plus we were all living sort of near each other, so we saw each other quite a bit offset as well, so that helped as well.
But just something, you know each other a bit longer maybe. Yeah? How was your teamwork? So because you got two directors there. So how did you manage? Is this your first movie together?
First feature, yes. It's our first feature together. We've made a couple of shorts together before, and we've collaborated on sort of other creative projects over the course of the last 10 years or so. So yes, it was sort of tried and tested. Yes, I think people were perhaps a little bit worried beforehand that we would end up having lots of rows on set and that kind of thing, but no, it worked very well. I think we both trust each other creatively, so it was a good one.
Lisa and I come from quite different backgrounds. I come from more of a visual background. I've worked for many years as a graphic designer before film, and Lisa worked as a writer. So we have our own disciplines within the filmmaking process, although they cross over an awful lot and we understand each other's disciplines. So I think that helps.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask you to do one step? Can we get some? So there's a question.
Was it difficult to interpret this character so different from Ron Weasley?
I think it's a Rupert Grint.
What was it?
It's difficult to do this character and in comparison to the other one. These other one.
Yeah, it was a lot different actually to Ron. I mean, obviously, Maliki isn't magic, so that's probably the biggest thing. But yeah, I mean, the whole sort of character was different. That's sort of what appealed to me about the whole thing, really, because it was just sort of such a change, really. I mean, the whole voice, the whole look as well was quite a hairstyle as well, which was it was just sort of that really made me want to do it, because it was sort of such a big sort of change, really. Yeah.
Keep it for a second.
Hi, this is
A bit louder, please.
Oh, sorry. The film was really great. I really liked it. Congratulations to everyone. For the directors, I just want to know, when, for you, did you realize that the actors had truly gotten the characters? Was it during that first week of rehearsal? Was it actually getting to shoot? Was it script reading? Just give us an idea of when you found the characters.
To be honest, I think it was probably at the time that we cast them, when we saw the reading, and you know, each of the three of them in quite different ways. It was just very obvious then that they were right for the characters, and that they're both such intelligent. They're all such intelligent. They're all such intelligent and subtle actors that, you know, I was really confident. We were both really confident from that point on, I think. What about you, Glenn?
Yeah, it was always important for us that the three characters obviously blended together and, you know, worked together well as a team. And I think from the very early stages of rehearsal, and you know, it was apparent that everybody was going to get on. It was going to be a spark between them all.
Mm-hmm. Just the next one. Oh, there was something.
Okay. Of course, you know we have been anticipating this film forever. So we wanted to ask you, Rupert, we read somewhere that you were maybe afraid, like, if fans would be disappointed or you doing this kind of role. Is that true? Or what did you think the fans' response would be with you doing like a kind of a more intense role, actually, than what you've done before?
Yeah, I suppose it's a lot more of an adult role. It's a lot more of a grown-up role. So I thought that would be a little bit strange at first, because like obviously that scene and yeah, so I wasn't really worried, because I mean sort of, yeah, I mean it's quite
because we liked it, so.
Okay.
You did amazing. It was awesome.
All right, okay. Yeah. Question answered?
Yes.
How and why did you choose the title Cherrybomb?
We don't know. I think it's a title that works on a lot of different levels in the film. The original title was something different, but the song Cherrybomb was always sort of considered as part of the soundtrack. It was only after it was in there for a while that we realised, I think that was, you made that little call, that it would be a great title for the film, because not only does it apply to you know, the fireworks and the sort of sense of excitement and fun that goes on you know, throughout the weekend, but I think you could also see it as a metaphor for the character of Michelle, who comes in with her explosive force into the lives of these characters. I think that probably sums it up.
That's it. Where's the microphone? You can't see anything, so just...
Why did you change the title?
And if you're at liberty to say, what was the original title?
Yeah, I think I can say it's fine, isn't it? The original title was Sinsbury, which did describe the competition very well, but I think I've heard the writer Dara, who's here, say this, so I think I can probably say it. That originally the competition was very much about committing a series of sins, almost I suppose along the sort of the deadly sins that we know of. But I think he felt, and I think it was a really good call, that that transgressing against the laws of the church isn't necessarily that appropriate a kind of competition or game for modern teenagers. So the new title just seemed to fit the new take on the story.
It was your choice to change it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, first I want to say you guys, very good job, the actors. Thank you very much for this great performance. And we all know Harry Potter, so I know about Rupert. But I want to ask the other two guys, how long have you been acting and was this your first feature film?
Was this my first feature film? No, it wasn't actually. I did 3 films before this and a British TV show. But the British TV show was like a period drama.
Cranford.
Sorry.
So you're beating around the bush a bit.
Gosh, Cranford, yeah, and it was set in the 18th century, so that was very different. And then I did 2 sort of American teen films, Wild Child and Angus Thongs, and then I did sort of a 20s film called Easy Virtue. So this was completely different, which is really why I wanted to do it. So that's what I'd done before.
Well, this wasn't my first feature film. I started when I was 14, and I did a film called Song for a Raggy Boy, which was the first thing I ever did. And then just carried on, did bits and pieces in TV. I did a film called Summer of the Flying Saucer, which we have the director of in, down on the left there, Martin Duffy, how you doing? And let me think. Oh yeah. Rock Rivals was a TV show that I did. Sorry. Don't buy it in here. But I also did I did a film called Ghostwood, which I should really stop talking. Yeah, so no, it wasn't my first feature film. I started basically to cut a long story short.
This is something. Hello.
My question is there a reason why the film was set in Belfast, and to the actors then, did you have to put on an accent, or well, you had to, was it difficult?
Was the question, is there a reason why the film is set in Belfast, is that right? Yeah. The original, well, Dara, who wrote the script, is from Northern Ireland, and I think he wanted, and I think this is what we really responded to in the script as well, to tell a story that was perhaps a different version of a Northern Irish story than most people would have come to expect. So the setting, in a way, was always a big part of it. A teen movie set in Northern Ireland, set in Belfast, when most people are probably accustomed or would expect to see, the grey streets and the guns and the bombs and that sort of thing. But it's a very universal story. I mean, I think that's the main thing. In many ways, it could be set anywhere. It's about these characters and the experiences that they're going through. I think the setting adds something really nice because we see it as a coming-of-age story. It's about these characters at a point in their lives when they're in the process of discovering what's going to happen next and who they're going to become. And I think in the setting of modern Northern Ireland, the place is going through almost that same kind of process, trying to work out, what shape it's going to take after the recent history of the Troubles. So I think it chimes quite well with the setting. But I think the important thing really is that it's a very universal coming-of-age tale.
What about the accent?
Yeah, the accent was, I didn't realise how hard it was going to be actually when I originally decided to do it, because I did struggle a little bit to start off with. We got this really good voice coach, Brendan Gunn, who made this like a CD and he sort of recorded himself saying all of our lines. And that actually really did help because you could just sort of put that in your iPhone and sort of listen to it every day. But yeah, it did take a while to get because it's quite a strange sound really. But it's nice, I like it. But it was quite hard to sort of get comfortable with it.
Yeah, well actually when I got the job, when I was told I had the job, I was going to Belfast, I turned up thinking I was going to be doing a marathon. That's what I was told. And so Lisa and Glenn were like, absolutely not, I don't know where that came from, so you're going to be from London, so an English accent. I'm actually Welsh, so that would have been a different accent anyway. And then just before, sort of last minute, we decided to make her Belfast, but not as thick as the two boys. Accent-wise. But I think it actually really worked because she does sound different, but she sort of fits in with her surroundings, which is what she's all about, I guess.
Yeah, it was difficult, to be honest. It was. It's a very easy accent I find to overdo, you know, and in doing that get wrong. And it's an easy one to kind of exaggerate and embellish, you know. So it's just about, for me, it was just trying to keep down. I mean, Brendan Gunn was always on set doing this. And going, alright, you're right, yeah. And he was constantly going. That was my main challenge with the accents, just to kind of prevent it from sounding like a cartoon.
What's the question, Miss Smith?
Yes, I wanted to know, what did you, as the three actors, what did you learn? I wanted to know, for the three actors, what did you learn from each other by working so closely together? Like, what skills did you bring and share and learn from each other?
Right. Well, Rupert and Rob are really different, and I really learned from Rupert's sort of quite like grounded and he only speaks when he sort of has something to say, which is not Robbie. Robbie just talks all the time and hopes that something comes out. But then Robbie's got this sort of completely infectious sort of energy, you know, and so if it's really early in the morning and you're shooting, he's great to sort of bounce off, and then when you get too excited, Rupert's great to sort of keep you sort of grounded. So that's really what I learned from the two boys.
Cool.
I don't know really, yeah, I guess, I don't know really, yeah. I mean, the same really, Rob did have a lot of energy, which did help in some scenes to sort of get you boosted up and stuff. And I remember one of the scenes when me and Rob were smoking joints and sort of getting high, I guess, and we just
Not really.
Oh yeah, with props, yeah, and yeah, that was quite fun because we just completely.
Yeah, it was like we were actually high.
We were, yeah, we just were sort of laughing all the time. It was good fun.
They asked for it.
Yeah.
There was one thing I learned from Jimmy Nesbitt actually, which was how to sleep on the set. It was spectacular. He used to just find spots on set and just fall asleep. And it was quite inspiring, and, you know, I can only call myself a student of that. I mean, we like any group, small group, I suppose, just struck a dynamic, which I suppose in many ways reflects the actual dynamic on screen. You know, I suppose we've got different energies and everything. So I mean, it's regards learning stuff. I mean, you learn all the time. You constantly learn, you know, how to do stuff. And I mean, obviously Rupert and Kim were brilliant actors, so I was lucky just to be across from them and just watch them do their thing. And I mean, you know, when you're looking at the page, you're looking at words. You're looking at your lines, Kim lines, Rupert lines. And to be honest, I was focusing mainly on my lines because they're mine. And you know, but then they'd start doing their thing, and you go, oh, wow, I didn't see that coming, you know. So it was always coming from a very unique place when I was watching Rupert Grint do their thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. I hope you will enjoy it a little bit longer. Not too long, I guess. But I hope it was something to enjoy so far. And now, so far, we have to come to the end. So this is what I have to tell you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. She drew this for you. Have you seen that yet?
God. You know this picture.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
See you later. Yeah.
You said that you could identify with Maliki. In what way?
In what way?
In what ways you could identify with him?
I don't know really. I don't think I could really. He was. I mean, some things are quite similar, but other than that, we can.
Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we've got to go, guys, because we're going to miss people's flights.
Sure.
Rupert,
Bitte die Seitenausgänge benutzen, wenn es geht. Dankeschön.